10 interesting facts about Eluvians in Tanu. 1. There are really only two types of Eluvians on the world of Tanu, the Preserves and the Asums. The Preserves are those who wish to preserve their old way of life and try to hold on to their technology. They continue to live in their ship city. Asums are those who relinquish themselves from their old ways, leave their ship city, and become part of another society. There are also the Duskites, who pretty much became another culture without meaning to. 2. Eluvians came into being 49,000 years ago on the planet of Eluvia. They initially had many names based on their separate countries, but eventually united under the singular name of Eluvians. They were created by a being of light that they eventually destroyed due to a curse that was on their race. Eluvians were the only race and culture on the planet they came from, making them fascinated by all the biological diversity within humanoids on Tanu. 3. In the year 8010 BDE, before the destruction of Eluvia, the planet of Eluvia would be destroyed by their solar system's sun due to supernova that was going to happen much faster than expected. Their planet for the last 5 years was going into ruin from the excessive heat. During that time, the planet put its resources together to construct 2 massive cargo ships which could utilize warp, as it was referred to by the scientists, to travel across the universe to a planet that they knew of that could sustain life, simply named YS28. On the 5th year, 8010 BDE, a truly fair lottery was put in place to determine who would be able to board the ships, the Future and the Hope. Those who won left the planet, splitting up and leaving behind many loved ones. The 2 ships jumped through the warp and arrived within 5 minutes to YS28, which they found already sustained many races and cultures upon it. Some ships tried to leave Eluvia manually, but would not be able to survive out in space without a habitable planet in reach. Those who stayed on the planet died within the month from the heat from the sun before being engulfed in its inferno. 4. Eluvians care about intelligence and ingenuity. They love art and make sure to implement that into their science, creating a strange mix of creative yet effective inventions. 5. The single settlement, which they named Eluvia Beta, is the cargo ship that they brought to Tanu, which was made with the ability to transform into a large tower city for the Eluvians upon arrival. Eluvians do not possess any other settlements upon Tanu. 6. On Tanu, Eluvians are prized by others for their illumination orbs and having the least polluted countries out of the more industrialized nations. 7. Their technology is usually kept secret from others, which much of their technology is being lost to themselves due to lack of training and some educators of the technology losing the knowledge over time. 8. The Eluvians worship 3 gods: Plona, the god of wisdom; Wewa, the goddess of beauty; and Richa, the goddess of electricity. They also still believe in the Bright One that created them, which they destroyed, but they do not worship. 9. Eluvians, due to their technology, have grown quite dependent upon it, and lack many of the more natural and common skills that many on Tanu possess from simply having to do it, such as hunting, farming, survival skills, and the like. 10. Within the nation of Eluvia Beta, there is the organization of Primecraft. This organization is working on the Alpha Library of Eluvia Beta, which will possess all the knowledge of Eluvia along with their skill sets and technological advancements in order to not lose too much of their past history or inventions.